is you'll be able to create a passive income source. If you're in a city or state or an area where there's a lot of tourism and travel, you're going to be a hotspot for cannabis tourism if that city or state is changing their laws about cannabis. Since Ghana has introduced cannabis friendly framework, anybody who's there, there is an opportunity to get into this industry because the government is going to be more forthcoming towards products and services that are in that space. So automatically, just like Airbnb back in 2008, 2009, when they had their opportunity in California to launch Airbnb, everybody kind of gravitated towards this whole idea of renting out someone's home. And that was just the whole uh, concept of Airbnb. Now, when
Right.
you're talking about here in 2023, renting out someone's home plus adding cannabis to it, that's the position where we're at now. And that's the idea that everybody needs to get excited about because it's a new industry, it's black. We've been the most impacted. So why not have a place where we can feel comfortable and drive the narrative forward and also be invested in too. It's about us creating services for ourselves that can also provide a positive foundation for other young people to look like to say, oh, okay, I want to be a real estate agent. I want to be a person that goes into property management or short-term rentals or and really do this whole hospitality management thing. I'm a prime example of that. My last 7 years is just really been being educated about hospitality and tourism and understanding how can I make an impact as a black individual that wants to change the narrative. You know, I want to be able to provide those opportunities to people. So I think is a an exciting opportunity, and then I also understand that there's a lot of education and information that you may not know. So there's an education process that needs to be communicated, which opens up the possibility for other individuals to learn about what we're doing and how they can implement it into their own lives.
Makes sense. So, do you have any last words you want to let anybody know? Anything about what you're doing coming up? Is there any major cannabis events you want people to know about? What's going on?
So if you're in Miami, Florida, as I said before, we partnered with the Cookies organization, which is a dispensary, and they're in 10 different states already, 59 locations, and they see the potential with Vibes B&B, and they're fully invested in us. So we have the 1 year anniversary coming up in Miami, Florida on August 26th, where we're going to be giving away a Tesla. We're going to be having it painted. We're going to provide a whole experience. Yeah, we're really doing big things in here in Florida already. So
Right.
they're supporting the whole initiative, and they want to get us into more states, more areas, and really teach that education component that I was talking about a minute ago. Um, Outside of that, the next biggest thing is with yourself. You know, the AIE project, the CEMT project. We're super excited about being a part of that too, and really, you know, getting an opportunity to install our framework in multiple states instead of just Florida. Because, you know, once it does go recreational next year or sometime in the next 24 months, there's going to be a big multiplier that gets applied to us because now the whole world is going to be more we're going to be able to reach more people when it becomes federally like allowable to advertise and reach them. So I would say the biggest thing is to look out for Vibes BNB, watch its kind of growth spurt because we really are in a big transition right now, just from one of the biggest cannabis companies in the world being in our corner and supporting our initiative. So very exciting place to be. I'm excited. I'm also preparing myself educationally just for the opportunity because there's a big learning curve because everybody's new in cannabis. Nobody's an expert really. So we're all learning together, and I want Cookies to be able to see that we're all going to be in a space that is very, very lucrative in the future.
Right. Right. Well, I appreciate you coming on and kind of telling us about what's happening in the States and what's happening in the tourism and hospitality industry. I know there's going to be a lot of people interested in regards to what this looks like coming up in Dirty December and moving forward in the cannabis space as they discover new opportunities for themselves, what this actually looks like, and all of that. I'm sure you will be coming to visit us